Wild swings in the stock market, the struggling economy, and political drama in D.C. are all giving economists plenty to ponder. This morning, we've assembled a panel of top economists to cover a number of subjects. Joining me now are Bob Shirenko from the University of Illinois at Chicago and Tassos Malaris from the School of Business at Loyola, and Rebel Cole of DePaul University. Welcome to you all. Are we headed for another recession? Tassos, I'll start with you.
I don't think so, for two reasons. First of all, during the past 50 years, we had 10 recessions, only one led to a double dip. In addition to that, both monetary and fiscal policy are very, very encouraging and stimulating.
Rebel?
Main Street never left recession. Unemployment is now higher than it was during the official recession, and foreclosures are more numerous than they were during the recession. So as far as the most Americans are concerned, we never exited a recession.
What about you, Robert?
Focusing on GDP growth as our measure of recession, I hope Tassos is right, but I'm skeptical. We're cutting back on government spending here. In Europe, as shown by the German data recently, things are contracting.
What's the biggest threat to the recovery?
I think the biggest threat is the spending cutbacks that are being enforced by Congress. I think those are needed to keep the economy buoyant.
I really think the biggest problem is housing. Housing was the original toxic asset, and until we deal with the housing market, we're not going to get this economy moving again.
I believe uncertainty. Uncertainty is the key issue because it's difficult to make decisions when you do not know what to do.
Which political party poses the biggest disruption to the economic recovery? Rebel, I'll start with you.
The Republicans and Democrats have both done a pretty nasty job of running up the deficit. Under the Bush and the Republicans, the revenues as a percentage of GDP, expenditures as a percentage of GDP went from 18% to 21%, and under Obama from 21 to 25%. So it looks like we need a new party to get us out of this, and that new party may just be the Tea Party.
No, I think both parties come at this with dirty hands. I do think the Republican effort and the Tea Party in particular to cut back on spending so dramatically is counterproductive.
President Obama is revealing his jobs package coming up in September. You're economists. What are your thoughts on this?
It's not clear exactly which bullets Obama has left, given that we've expended lots of options, given the constraints in Congress. I look forward to hearing what he has to say. I'm just not optimistic he has a lot new to say in this case. I
suspect he's going to call for more stimulus. And as Einstein so famously said of insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
And Tassos?
I believe there should be a balance between creating jobs right now, but also preparing people for the long run.
And I have a bonus round question for you. Governor Rick Perry says it would be treasonous if the Federal Reserve will do more quantitative easing between now and the election. Rebel, I have to go to you on this one to begin.
QE1 didn't work, QE2 didn't work, QE3 is not going to work. They keep throwing money into the banking system and the banks just leave it in, the Fed as excess reserves. It's not going to work. It's stupid.
And Bob?
Governor Perry just got into the race. When he has a chance, he should talk with his economists and find out about the important separation between the executive and congressional branches on the one hand and the Federal Reserve System on the other.
The Federal Reserve has been a stabilizing factor in our economic system for the last 50 years, so they can stand on their own record.
Great discussion. Thanks so much to you, Professor Cole, Professor Malaris, and Professor Shirenko. Thanks for your time today.
You're welcome.